OK，我平常是在8点开始，then 那些会进来的会是迟一点的。So Nita, you will help me to welcome them if I'm sharing because I won't be
Yeah.
able to see them.
Okay.
Okay, see share screen enable. Okay, all right. Good evening to everybody who's watching this. Thank you, Basie, for joining again. A big welcome to Miss Vivian Wang. Right. So tonight I'll be sharing more on the on Reway itself, the company that's going to help us in stem cells. Okay, and of course we do have an opportunity for business. Okay, so I'm going to start the share screen. Okay, right. So it would be like Control Alt Shift H. Yay, got it. I just learned this new trick about taking away the little bar when you're sharing screen. Okay, so that's done. Um, okay, when I started doing this, I started with an ad that I put in Instagram. One in April like this, and one in May. Okay, and my sole purpose is to for myself to practice sharing this business and its opportunity as well as how the stem cells really work. But I was thinking about maybe even going further than that, out of Singapore, and the country that I was approaching actually was the Philippines. Okay, because the Philippines can understand English. My Chinese is not that great. Okay, and we had a good run in April and May. Now today's the last day of May already. Unfortunately, some of the, or in fact, most of the country's infrastructure for Wi-Fi and internet is not very strong in the Philippines. Okay, so I really must say I'm grateful in Singapore that I have a very good um, Wi-Fi here. Okay, and I look at Paisy was from Vietnam as well, so we have to be grateful, I guess, that we have very good infrastructure. Okay, right. So the best time to change your life is now. The agenda, I always say, the overall agenda is not just talking about stem cells. It's actually on time, health, and money. Okay, so what is the most important to you, right? So before I get to that, okay, the actual thing I want to talk about here is what are the stem cells? What is the importance? What is the fertile placenta about? And what does fertile placenta mean to us? To me, as I shared with many people, all right, for the past week actually, I look at Reway itself, this company that has got this product, you can see the product on the left hand side, okay, the fertile placenta, it's a very good supplement that can help us in our health. But at the same time, it does what stem cells do, right? So this is what I'm going to go through. The importance, of course, I mean, what is more important than health? Okay, if anyone here has something to say about the importance, of course, just speak it up. All right, I'm open. Okay, reason I'm saying that is only because to me the most important is health. All right, and having fertile placenta over here has got a great advantage. Right. So what is fertile placenta? Okay, this is what we will go through today, and what does it mean to me or mean to us? Okay, the the picture in the left hand corner and on the picture on the right there, the person I'm standing beside with is David Yeo. Now, David Yeo himself is my mentor, and because of his personal sharings and his coaching to me, it's because of what he has done, okay, as the leader of Team 37 in Reway. This is where I am today. Because where where I want to have an achievement in my life, I must have a goal. I'm sure you all have the same feeling. Okay. What do you want to achieve? Okay. Like if I were to summarize, it's time, health, and money. So this is where David has showed me with a tool like Reway and its product. I say tool, okay, like Reway, they can actually help me to get to where I want. Are you all looking for the same thing? To do something that can bring you to another position in life that give you the freedom of time, okay, where it's supported by, good health and of course good money. All right, quickly put what are stem cells. Okay, maybe Nita has shared to some people as well, two of you, right, about stem cells. So stem cells are actually unspecialized cells of the human body. You can read from there. They are able to differentiate, okay, into um, oops, into any cell of an organism and have the ability of self-renewal. Stem cells exist both in embryos and adult cells. All right. But the importance, of course, is stem cells are the body's master cells. They are the building blocks of all organs and tissues, blood, and immune system. Today, the word immune system is getting to be very popularly used because of COVID. If your immune is no good, okay, any kind of virus, you're going to get attacked. So it is not much of a coincidence that I'm actually doing, Reway with the stem cells that can boost my immunity. I've been in this company since 2018, and I believe Nita's the same as well, since 2018, before even COVID came about. And we find that this product really can speak to us, okay, and it helps, um, it helps my immunity. So far, I have not been hit by COVID yet, so neither has the Nita actually, and we've been running around doing our work too, okay. So it is actually quite a good product that can help us. So this is the picture, all right, of Purple Placenta, the sixth edition, all right. And the ingredients, there are 12 parts to it. Okay, I won't be going through all of the 12 parts, but I'll just show you. The first one is talking about is the deer placenta, live cells. So the moment when the mommy deer is giving birth to the baby deer, the placenta is out, the scientists are ready. They will extract the stem cells from the placenta. We are not eating the placenta. We are taking the extracted stem cells, okay? And how it's being done, later on I will be showing you, okay? So for this particular placenta, what does it mean to us? Okay, this product itself helps me to take a look at these, I would say, advantages. One, it is affordable. It's affordable stem cells therapy. Now, if you ask me, why is it known as affordable? Okay, firstly, we have to understand stem cells therapy has been around since 1931, 1931 has been around, okay? And from the very time that it first appeared, only people with very good uh, cash, very rich people, they can afford this. So at that point in time, from 1931 means to say that's before World War II, all the way down to even now, in order to have very credible stem cells therapy, you have to go to countries like Switzerland, Germany, right now it's of course Japan, even South Korea, okay? And it's very expensive to go through the stem cells therapy, okay? But what is so good about the stem cells therapy? So we're going to explore this along the way, right? And just now I mentioned is the deer stem cells. So again, why deer stem cells? What's good about it? Now the deer stem cells actually has got this thing called the unique IGF-1, the insulin growth factor 1. Okay, on the quick note that I want to explain is that if you know of any other animal that can actually regenerate their limbs, it's actually the lizard. When the lizard has if you're going to chase on the lizard, the tail drop, and then you know that it will grow on its own again, right? But don't worry, we are not taking lizard stem cells. Okay, we're taking the deer. So for these big animals, for example, the rhino's horn, okay, which is used to charge at its enemies. But when the rhino's horn is being chopped off, okay, there is no way it's going to grow back. But the deer, the male deer called the stags, when they are fighting over the female doe, when they have their so-called antlers locked in for fight, one of them will break. Okay, of course the male deer who win this fight will go off with the female deer. Okay, but the funny part is the deer that has got a broken antler, the antler will grow by itself, unlike the rhino's horn. Okay, remember this, the male deer, the antler, when it's broken, it can grow again. So that is where the scientists found it very, very strange because once broken, we thought that that's it. But what has happened here is that when you do a research on it, okay, they have the enzymes over there and they have called it the insulin growth factor 1. It's actually insulin that helps to regrow and regenerate the antler that's broken. So think about it, okay? When we consume these stem cells from the deer, okay, we are actually having insulin as well, and that is the one of the reasons that I can tell you that the success of this product is helping many people in the world with diabetes, especially diabetes. Okay, because the insulin when we consume this product, it will be going in to our bodies. And why is it so effective? Later on, I'll be showing you. All right, the actual stem cells therapy is very painful. You're going to use a long, big needle. Okay, especially you're going to poke you right into your bone marrow, and you're going to suck out your stem cells from there. All the time you'll be awake. Okay, because when you're trying to extract your stem cells from your body, you cannot be anesthetic, you cannot be knockout gas because it's actually poison to your stem cells. All right, so you got to stay awake and you got to bear the pain. Okay, and it's of course we're talking about this product is fully portable. You can bring it here everywhere. This product is a Singapore product since 2008. All right, and it's marketed right now to 12 countries, including Japan and to Europe as well through the Czech Republic. And I know for now also Poland itself, okay, they are also having these benefits as well, right? So our product has gone into mainly in the Southeast Asian countries, plus South Korea, as well as Hong Kong. Okay, there are many China people in our Riwei. Okay, this is the funny part because China government doesn't allow 直销 or direct selling or 传销 as we call it, MLM. But many people from China has come to Singapore instead to do this business. You will see more later on as I explain to you. Okay, and our revenue from one product, okay, since 2008 has already crossed 40 billion. Okay, and I'm not talking about accumulated. I'm talking about the last year's annual revenue 1 year only crossed 40 billion. This is not a very small feat, you know. It is quite a big thing that really has done. One product that can hit 40 billion through, these 12 countries over here. And we have more than 5 million distributors. So if I were to ask you to really, right now, before I go to the next chart, I'd like you to think with me, okay? If this product since 2008 is not exactly a good product, it's a scam, and then it doesn't work at all, do you think so we can get into, our 14th year this year? So to many countries, including, Europe and Japan. Japan is not easy to penetrate. And last month, we have our sixth office, the sixth one being in Kyoto. Okay, if our company and our product is not credible, Japan won't even welcome us in at all. I think we all know that. And that is what we are having now. Okay, this opportunity to do this business in Japan. All right. And if our product doesn't work, okay, we will not even have 5 million people with us, whether they are consumers or distributors, there's no distinct differences for us. Because the moment you buy this product, okay, to consume, you're automatically known as a distributor as well. So it's actually very easy. Okay, so think about it. If this one doesn't really work, there's no way we can go to where we are today. So while I'm sharing something, okay, to you today, actually is a very simple way to share because this product and this company was not from yesterday. It's from 14 years back. So I'm sharing now with a very easy heart, to be honest. Okay, take a look at this lady over here. She's from China. When David joined this company, the company was incepted at 2008. David joined this company in 2012. This lady over here is from China. When she came to Singapore, she doesn't have much money. Okay, she did a small little business. It's actually the prepaid card supplier. And because David at the time have 13 shops in Toa Payoh and Ang Mo Kio in Singapore, he's dealing with handphones mostly. So definitely got something to do with a prepaid card. And this lady Mei Yang, when she first came in, okay, she also hooked up with David and his business, and start to do business with David. But at 2012, when David joined Reway itself and took the product, and this product gave him marvelous health. Later on, Nita will be sharing about David's testimony. This lady over here, Mei Yang, saw the difference and she did the same. She joined. All right. And guess what? This is her current picture right now. From someone from China who came, okay, very humble. Her health is not tip top, you can see from here. And after consuming our product, at the same time, she took the challenge and become a distributor. In less than 10 years, in fact, less than 5 years, she actually got her Rolls Royce. She got her full citizenship. I mean, when you are paying good taxes, Singapore will not say no. I think we all know that. Okay. Our company, when you earn that kind of money, all right, you'll be taxed accordingly. And right now, Mei Yang is one of the Pegasus 9 as well, one of the top 10. Okay. And, she also said that she's not very educated, but she is very highly acclaimed. If you take a look at her before and after, I'm sure many ladies want to look like that. As you grow older, you look younger. As you grow older, you become more energetic. As you go older at time, people look at you as though that you are actually becoming more and more beautiful, slimmer, sexy, whatever. You know, the main key thing is you look full of virality, full of vitality. Isn't that what you all want, right? So this product actually can do this for everybody, and not just for women to have good looks. All right, it also can enhance a person's livelihood for his future too. Because Hashim would never believe where he is from Batam, okay, doing a handphone sales. He's also one of David's people also. All right, when Singapore we have all the second-hand phones, we don't sell it back to Singapore here. David will ship them to Indonesia, Batam, and this is where one of his so-called partners will take over the second-hand phones and sell it from there. Okay, but when he saw David's transformation, he also transformed himself in terms of building his own character through our business. And now he is, you know, standing on stage wearing that kind of uh, tuxedo and all that, okay, showing his success. But to his own family, take a look at this. He's able to afford a two-door Rolls Royce, okay? So you saw just now, Mei Yang was having a white Rolls Royce. Hashim is now driving a two-door Rolls Royce, okay? Why he's driving a two-door is only because he also said the same thing. I look too young to drive a four-door. He's only at the time in his 30s only. Okay? Take a look at this boy over here. I say boy, yeah. When he joined, he was only 25 years old. His name is Jaden Ng. Okay? This is his mother, also very young. But when he joined time, okay, he doesn't have much money. So what did he do? In order to become a distributor, also as a member, he went to find around his family who has a sickness that can, use this product and have very good results. His auntie was the one who has diabetes. So the auntie came and bought a set, but she did not join as a member. Instead, uh, the membership went over to Jaden, and Jaden started from there. Okay, and that's history already. That's 5 years back. Today, all right, this Jaden young man at 30 years old, he's still single. He's driving a McLaren, and he just bought a $2 million property next to MBS, known as Marina One. Okay, in 5 years, within 5 years, he can afford a $2 million property and a McLaren, and this is his own magazine over here. Okay, so this company is not just talking about having a product. But everyone now know that when it comes to Reway, it's a tool that can bring them from where they are today to become successful. Reway can bring them from where they are today, okay, from where they are yesterday to today, make them very successful. That is what I want to show you today, what's happening here. All right? Because when you look at time, okay, you want the time for yourself. But most of the time, you can't have the kind of freedom of time. Why? Because if your health is no good, if you are hospitalized or if you are having COVID, I think you all know COVID is a straight 5 days to 7 days. You have to stay indoors. You can't do anything. You're not supposed to come out. So it's all wasted time in a sense unless you're working through the computer. Okay? And somehow you can still generate. If not, you have to get well. So the one pillar that can actually support to give you time is health. And the second pillar that you need is money. But I'm not just talking about money, I'm talking about income. The income that it can actually come. All right? With the pillars of health and money will give you the time that you need. Only when you have very stable health, very stable income, your time can be used to go traveling and do what you want. That's called freedom. Okay, so time, health, money, which is most important to you? So today I want you to consider for yourself, because I do not know your history. I only know that you know for yourself what you really want. Okay, now when it comes to word money, you can earn in four ways that later on also there's another chart for that. But think about it, if you're always working just for money alone, then your time for freedom is going to be shortened. So I'm talking about, it's not just active income, I'm talking about passive income. So by the end of today's session, I hope we can understand more about how to create a very good passive income. Okay, this is a chart that I actually pull up from the internet, not only in the Philippines but anywhere in the world today. Actually, many of us are supposed to be living in this era where we say that medical science is very advanced. We're supposed to be living in a good time. Everything can be cured and healed. But is it true? The world has increasing number of people having diabetes, having more cancer. Okay, and it's crazy. It's just simply crazy because we're supposed to be living in an era where everything is considered advanced. But I see in Singapore alone, more and more hospitals are being established, and yet the hospital beds are still not enough. Right? Those are in Singapore, you know what I'm saying. Okay? So I would like to welcome you to the live cell therapy opportunity as well. Okay? If you suffer from diabetes type 1 or type 2, if you suffer from obesity, chronic and autoimmune diseases, and other illnesses, the doctors either say that, hey, sorry, I can't really help you much of this. Think about having live cell therapy. In fact, our Nita shared with me about her friend in Malaysia, surprisingly, who has some concern about her health, and the doctors there offered not to use a traditional way, surgeries and all, but to use stem cell therapy. A Malaysian local hospital offering to do stem cell therapy. I was really very happy when she was sharing me that. So, Nita, maybe you'd like to give a word on that later on. Okay? So is health important to you? Think about it. Okay? Do you know our health has a direct relationship to your body cells? What do I mean by that? If you can think back, all right, if you can remember how you looked like 10 years ago, okay, of course you'll be telling me, yeah, I think I look younger or that kind of things, and then today not so young or that. Now, our body cells, they are going to mature and they're going to die, and then but they're going to regenerate. Okay, so the moment if you have uh, this amount of live cells in your body, and then it dies, and then it regenerates to an amount like this, okay, somewhere that covered to the amount, you'll probably be aging very slowly. That's why when you go to a reunion class dinner, for example, if you happen to see, your classmates and they look at you and they say that, hey, Nita, you look the same as before, never changed. That is actually quite a compliment if you have not seen each other for say 20, 30 years. Because why? It means that your aging is very slow and you have actually established a very good regenerative cells in yourself. But if your friend happen to be one of them who come and say, that, hey, hi Nita, I'm so and so, do you recognize me? And everybody down there, they don't recognize this person at all. Or when they reveal about the history and all that, it's, oh, it's you, that kind of things. You suddenly realize that this person did not age very well too because you can't recognize a person. Maybe an age a bit more, a bit sick and all that. So the regenerative cells maybe is not here but further down. All right. So that is what I mean. Okay, that our health has a direct relationship to the body cells. So the question lies is, okay, if we want to maintain and look even better like Mei Yang, who was not so well, not so good looking when she first came, and then became wow, really fantastic. Okay, is there an answer to that? Okay, so of course, definitely there is lah. And before I go to that, let me share with you about the reality of the world. Okay, the first world cities stress chart. Okay, because when you say the word stress, every doctors always say that, oh, it's due to stress. Oh, that's due to stress all the time because they can't give you a definite word unless you go for blood check, you go for whatever scans and all that, then they can tell you what is really wrong. Correct? So I'm going to share with you what I shared 20 years back to people. Okay? This word stress is actually a very big word because if you don't manage it well enough, the next word is called inflammation. Now, inflammation is something which currently many doctors and many bodies organization they use the word called inflammation. But to let you know the reality of it is when you have a sickness, okay, it always starts from inflammation. So if you know how to cope with it, you have anti-inflammation. All right, you eat something like codfish, salmon, and all that. Those are all anti-inflammation food. Okay, it will help you a long way. Okay, now if you don't manage it well enough, the next thing you're going to get into trouble is called infection. All right, infection usually is manifested by fever. But if your fever is only 1 day, 2 days, that is considered to be the body is telling you to, I need to sleep, I need to rest. So it's still okay. But when the fever goes, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, It goes up, it goes down. It's very hurting sometimes. You want to find out what's wrong with you. You go to the doctor again for a checkup. You do not want to hear this C word because cancer itself is on the rise. We all know that. But the next word that comes to you is telling you that your cancer cells are mutated but not spreading. It's called benign. You'll be very happy because it can be treated. But if it's the other word, okay, called malignant, it will start spreading. Okay? And when it spreads, definitely you know your chance of living is not very, very high. Okay? So, um, so when you look at these boxes over here, okay, ask yourself this question: which box do you want to come to address first? Is it cancer, infection, inflammation, or stress? Right? I'm sure you all will tell me more or less it's stress. Okay? And I shared with many people listening to, and I always ask them one common question: can you define for me the word called stress? Okay? So there'll be many, many ways of saying stress. All right? Like for example, supposed to be work time finish at 5 o'clock, and then the boss come and boom down the whole file there and say you finished it before you go home. And then you promise your wife or your husband that you got some dinner date or something like that. Wow, that's very stressful. You'll be like, I want to change job. I cannot take this job anymore. That kind of stuff. Right? Or every morning you rush, you shower very nicely, change, and you rush to take the MRT just to stand beside a guy beside you every morning who has not showered at all, all the way to work. Well, that's not a very nice feeling actually. Okay, simple stress. Okay, now, of course, you can have all kinds of stress, but I'm going to summarize it to two. The first one is lack of income. Okay, when you have lack of income, let's say if your own expenses is more than what you actually earn, it's called lack of income, and that can be very stressful. Okay, because when suddenly what you're earning, you realize that you need to fork out a lot more, you cannot afford it, so things will be very different, right? That kind of feeling. Okay, but the other one will be lack of love. Of course, men and women love, I'm going to say it's your choice how you want to manage your own love affair. When I say lack of love, usually that causes the biggest stress is when your aged parent finds that the children who are also adults abandon them. Okay, that's why we hear of many old parents. They won't have life good life. They rather commit suicide at the end of it because there's no life left when the children leave them. They can't even get to see their grandchildren also. Correct? So that is a feeling of emptiness. Okay, and you have lack of income plus lack of love, you get your health affected. All right, and we all know our bodies are actually made of cells. So when our health are affected, okay, the cells will start to react, and our bodies have got an auto response when our cells are there. So this is the first word I want all of us to learn. It's called cortisol. Cortisol. Okay. If you're watching this, please write down this word. Please do a Google. All right, it's very important because this word will help and guide you how you want to be healthy. Okay, because these are the trigger words. Cortisol is a fatty enzyme that when you are having too much stress due to lack of income, lack of love, or other micro areas that you go through life with, okay, your body will be shooting out fatty enzymes called cortisol. And when you're overshooting because you're overstressed, okay, you will get to the next stage. We call it obesity. Now, obesity itself is not looking at a person who's just fat, even thin people, because the actual definition of obesity is how much visceral oil, or we call it organ fat, that is surrounding your organs in your body that you can't see. Okay, and because it's that kind of problem, okay, your pancreas when it's shooting up insulin, it cannot penetrate and do its work when the oil is all there. Okay, and that's how obesity, the next stage we lead to is diabetes type 2. To me, diabetes type 2 is like living, hell on earth. Because you can't do this and you can't do that. You can't eat this, you can't eat that. You need to do this, you need to rest and all that kind of stuff. And your body is always tired. Okay? And because of that, your heart, your eyes, your kidneys, your legs, manhood is all affected. Okay? Diabetes type 2 will affect your heart, your eyes, your kidneys, your legs, your manhood. Okay, so definitely you have to find ways to do it, to do something about your diabetes type 2. And the first thing you got to do when you got diabetes type 2 is to be honest with your spouse. All right, if you have a spouse and you have diabetes type 2, If your spouse want you to do something, with you together and you can't, all right, like manhood, for example, is not there anymore, please be honest because your partner may think otherwise, that you have some other interests. Okay? And because you are not honest enough, you didn't take care of it, okay? You may even go to a prostate cancer problem for men. I say men, all right? Women, you have no prostate cancer, so don't worry about it, okay? But men will have this issue. Okay, so if you look at the red color, we're talking about cells actually mutating into cancer. On the left hand side, we're talking about your blood, okay, being affected by cortisol, creating a whole aura of diabetes and obesity, okay, making you look, you may be slim or you'll be fat, but you're actually having a lot of inflammation caused by cortisol, okay. Your immunity will be the first thing to be affected. If your immunity is affected, whatever that comes your way, you have very little protection. And that's where your door to your health has been crashed. And that's where chronic diseases will enter. Okay? Chronic diseases will enter. I'm talking about thyroid, I'm talking about anti-immune problems, eczema, or arthritis. I can name everything. Okay, the question lies is, okay, how are you going to settle this? So you may be thinking that, okay, Simon, you're talking about Reways, uh, fertile placenta that can help me. Yes, it could. But before I even join Reway, when I'm sharing this, I'm not even talking about product. Because why? The main product is you. The main product is me. You and I are our own product. We have to learn for ourselves, invest time to learn about ourselves, what we have to do. Okay? And the three main answers to talk about that kind of life, stress in first cities, okay, is to sleep by 11 p.m. If you're not sleeping by 11 p.m., okay, and every day you're not sleeping by 11 p.m., you'll be having a problem very soon because your organs are taking a rest and regenerating itself by 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. I repeat, you have to sleep by 11 p.m. so that your body can auto heal, your organs can actually go through, okay, uh, an auto healing part of regeneration, okay, because we're all made of cells, okay, and we have to exercise 30 minutes a day. Why 30 minutes a day? Okay, that's a minimum, is to let your blood circulation move. Because when your blood circulation move around your body at an optimal speed, that is where how you feel, very energetic or very fatigued, or your blood is actually creating an aura of protection, or your blood is going to be, well, compromised. It's entirely how you want it or whether you know about it. Okay? And the choice of food as well. If you keep on eating McDonald's food, there's not much nutrients. If you're talking about everyday fried food, there's going to be a challenge to your liver. Okay? So you have to know and learn what is good food, what's the right food. Okay? I'm not saying every day you got to steam chicken and steam vegetable because it may not be the right food for you too. Okay, you got to find out for yourself. This is what I call the real investment in life, not the money that you go to buy shares and all that. No, that's only for excess if you have. But you are your own investment. You are your own investment. You can learn for yourself. Okay? So you take a look at all these names, all right, that the disease conditions that can be cured with stem cells. I'm not even going to start reading all these things, okay? Because as I pull it this and cut and paste, copy and paste into this from the internet, it's just to show you, okay, there are all kinds of stuff out there right now. And not only this, okay, take a look at all the different cancers that they have. Okay, on the right hand side, talking about cardiovascular diseases. That's not too bad. I can still read those. But the point is still the same. The moment we have any kind of these problems, your health, my health will be affected already. Do we want this? No, right? Okay. Now, so when it comes to what called potential uses of stem cells, there are three main types in the first place. It's embryonic adult stem cells and the induced pluripotent stem cells. Okay, now the induced pluripotent stem cells are stem cells that's generated from adult cells by reprogramming. This is where the big money comes in. Okay, they will take out from you your stem cells and they will start to tinker with it and then reprogram it, putting it back again. This way it costs a lot of money. Okay, so the potential use of stem cells, they can grow new cells in the lab to replace the damaged organs or tissues, or they can correct parts of organs that don't work correctly, like kneecaps. I think you heard some of it. Research causes of genetic defects as well. Okay, some children are born with some defects, they can actually use stem cells to correct it as they grow older. Okay, research how diseases occur or why certain cells develop into cancer cells. These are all under research. Okay, the question now lies is, if stem cells can do all these things and it costs a lot, okay, what can I offer you with the stem cells with ours, the fertile placenta? Okay, if I had shared with you earlier just now saying that, if your cells are dying, okay, at a very slow rate, and when you go for your gathering, they still can recognize you very fast. That means you're actually aging very slowly. But for those who are actually aging much more, okay, this is where our product can do a lot more. Why? Because when your cells actually die due to your immunity being low, your health is not good at all, okay, our product, when you consume it, okay, it will put back the cells that's supposed to be active, okay, but it's not there. All right. And why is it can be done that way? Okay, I will share with you later on. Okay, on the slides after Nita will share her for us the testimonies. Okay, because it's very essential to let you know. All right, what fertile placenta has actually done for many people today. All right, how is it related to the stem cells that can help our lives? That's why today I like all of us to learn that. Okay, so until this stage over here, any questions? Anybody?
No, thank you.
No questions, huh?
Vivian?
Okay. Vivian, any questions?
No, thanks.
Okay. Paisy? No, I suppose. So Vivian, if you feel more comfortable to ask me in Mandarin, I have Nita here to help me, so don't worry.
Yeah, okay, can.
Okay. Now, this book itself, I can actually send to anyone using WhatsApp or internet, whatever it is. It's in PDF form. All right. After today's sharing, you read this book, you will know where I get all my information from. This is the source of it. Okay? So it's a very small book. It's in English. I think I got it in Mandarin too, right? So we can
Yeah.
also share this. Okay? So at this point now, I'm going to stop my sharing. So Nita, you can actually take over from here.
Thank you, Simon. Actually, I'm preparing to share my testimonial in Chinese, so don't laugh at me if I use the 我用错词不可以笑。Okay. Can you see? Sorry.
Not yet.
Now?
Mm-mm. Are you sharing?
No, I did. Oh, okay. You just disable. How come you keep disable the? Hold on. I can't share.
Don't have it?
Yeah. Host disable participant share screen sharing. So I think
Really?
it's not activating.
Hold on, let me.
Hmm.
You try again.
Ah, okay.
Mm.
You
Ah,
see now?
okay.
Yeah. 哎，谢谢 Simon，欢迎 Case 跟 Vivian 来听一下我们的讲座。所以他整个讲座是讲整个关系单疗程。OK，回 here echo。So 刚才Simon 所提到我的朋友在 KL，他的儿子23岁中了淋巴癌，23岁淋巴癌，家人都没有癌症的问题，除了他的爸爸有血癌啦。所以他就在马来西亚的那个政府的医院，经过疗程、治疗、化疗之后呢，医生就跟他们讲说，即使治疗、化疗之后，不代表他不会再中标。然后他们就是，我觉得好先进啊！他跟我讲说，我觉得有那种 幸福的感觉说，哦，终于有人看到见证，看到那干细胞疗程的做法作用，跟他的整个过程，他就用他的哥哥的那个细胞来打进他的弟弟的身体，所以他整个现在待在医院，不能吃任何东西，要家里煮的东西才可以带过去，不可以放什么味精这些，所以他在康复当中。不过就是我就感觉到，是因为现在医生会看到用这个方法干细胞疗程来做这个治疗，所以我们有希望了人。所以David 又在这个右上面的那个照片是我们的领导，他今年要60岁，他有一个很长的经历，因为他是1型糖尿病者，待会会讲解他的那个见证哈。刚才 Simon 大概说明他整个 participant 的它的名称是因为 pure deer， 它的那个细胞是从鹿妈妈生了鹿宝宝之后，那个科学家就马上从那个鹿胎盘就抽出细胞，然后就冷藏起来，它是冷藏零下60度。他之所以要马上把那个干细胞从那个鹿胎盘抽出来，是因为鹿妈妈知道鹿胎盘是好料，他会生完之后小宝宝会把自己的鹿胎盘吃掉。所以刚才Simon有解释到说，鹿是有 insulin 的，他们自己会有引导素，好像刚才所解释说鹿爸爸的整个那个脚断了之后，它会慢慢生回来。除了这个动物就是壁虎也是了，不过我们不用壁虎的细胞来放在这个supplement。你看整个12种的那个 supplement 的话呢，它都是植物、水果、鱼油，还有铁皮石斛都是很好的材料。然后你看到白草莓，这个白草莓是 Freeway 有 trademark 的，说其他的公司都不能用这个白草莓来做他们的药方然后唯一就是能活跃的就是细胞鹿细胞。然后有人就问这个是药物吗？这个是否安全可以使用？然后他答说很安全使用，不过这个不是药物。在 HSA 新加坡的证明书是说它是补充剂 supplement， 然后它就是在纽西兰出境，然后纽西兰有派发那个证，就是说这个是食物不是药物，可安全的，小孩子都可以吃。所以我要说明一件事情，这个补充剂它不能治，也不就是不可以治病，它就是把我们的细胞会完全弄好。那我在搜索 Google 就是很多见证，然后我就亲自就选了5个见证，因为我觉得这个5个见证是让我们看到这个 participant 的作用，跟他人不要用的治疗，就把那些病状都会弄得好。所以他第一个 case 就是肺病，糖尿病，还有cholesterol。第二个就是paralyze， 是说就是 paralyze。第3就是stroke， 然后第4就是2型糖尿病跟1型糖尿病。Mr. Lim 他是在巴旦，他是印尼人，他56岁的时候已经生病了，之前已经生病了，他的病情就往下滑，因为他的老婆，他的爱人在诊断有那个乳癌的时候1个月就去世，他就感到很悲伤，就把自己锁起来，不吃不喝，抽烟喝酒不管。他说我老婆我的爱人跟他去吧，那儿子就会带他去看医生，说爸爸都不能看医生嘛，然后医生给他吃药，他就吞不下，会把它吐出来，因为就是不能消化掉，他的身体已经累垮了，已经病到很严重。 你看那个照片哦，左手的照片，第一个就之前56岁，看起来是阿公的样子，对不对？那中间就是他在就是那个产品3个月后就有点长肉发展出来，6个月过后，你看整个头乌黑，身体会比较强壮。他的儿子之所以他能把自己的身体搞好，是因为他不吃不喝，就对他老爸说：“老爸，你这样的话，要干脆死掉吧，你让你自己受苦，我们家人受苦罪。”然后他老爸听的就是一言惊醒，就听儿子的话，刚好儿子就遇到贵人了。我们觉得一生中遇到贵人，这就是主赐给我们的恩惠了。他朋友就听到他解释他的父亲的情况，就说要不让你爸爸试一下吧，这个产品。我不知道他是不是能吞得下，能吞得下就是他的造化，所以他就让爸爸吃。那6个月过后哈，他就变成精神很好，然后他整个病状是好转了。你看到右手边的照片，因为这个产品不但带回他的健康哦，还给他幸福。他再娶第二个老婆，第二个老婆带了5个女儿跟他嫁过去，你看多么幸福，对吗？你看上面的照片就是 Simon， 在2018年时候 ，Mr. Lin 就过来新加坡分享恩惠。你看一下，就是头发好多。我在想 Simon 说是不是假发，他想拉一下。我说，哎呀，你不可以这样做啊，不然他下不了台。所以他是真正的头发变成乌黑。这个产品就能把里面的干细胞修复再生，就是这个产品的好处。然后你看这张照片，是他老婆还没去世之前，整个头就是白发苍苍，然后样子不是56岁，可能最多我会给他60多岁了。不过吃了产品过后啊，他就变得年轻，幸福的样子。就是一旦身体状况健康的话，头发又多，精神又好，皮肤也不错。所以真正看现在的年就是56岁，不像80岁。在新民晚报报道这则新闻啊，他就说是不是解开解开干细胞的神秘面纱，所以这个我就那个讲解的清楚。那第二个就是安哥德士斯基，他是得了2型糖尿病。我要解释一下，二型糖尿病不是父母亲传给你的，之所以他们中了那个2型糖尿病，是因为生活起居不好，没有运动，吃不好，喝不够水，休息不够，就导成他们有这个2型糖尿病者。说安哥都是德士斯基，有一天在家里做家务，不小心滑倒，整个脚卡在那个竹下面，把它拉出来的时候，他的整个皮破出来。你看糖尿病2型糖尿病者的话，他们整个修复过程很慢，很慢，他就是没有修复，这越变越糟，人脚好像要烂。一边对不起，我知道你刚吃饱哈，所以
我在听。
你看那只脚哈，灯看了之后说 ，Mr. Do 你不行了，那这个只要锯掉了，不然你会血会中毒，就是这样了。你不锯掉，身体是会有危险的。他们就是犹豫不决，因为一旦把一只脚锯掉的话，就是走路要靠拐杖，然后出门就要坐轮椅，就是整个生活的 quality 在那边了。所以有一天，女儿就趁得势回家，在路途中一想到爸爸的病情，越想越伤心，都哭了起来。刚好那个德士司机叔叔就说：“哎，小妹妹干嘛哭啊？”他就跟他解释发生什么事情。所以那德士司机也是这个distributor， 他就说：“小妹妹，你相信我，安哥，我的车费我载你过去听，不要收你的钱。不过他可能会救到你爸爸。”所以他就过去听， 他带他去见 David Yu 我们的领导，因为 David Yu 是1型糖尿病者，他从还没服用这产品之前跟之后就是180度的转变，就是变成很有精神、脸、眼神，整个皮肤就变得很好。他就说我就赌一把，就买了产品给爸爸。你看他爸爸吃了产品3个月后，他那只脚有那个伤口的话，慢慢修复起来。你看一下，他整只脚就是有点血色，就是血液在流。6个月过后的话，你看那只脚慢慢已经修复了。然后这个照片，右手的照片就是他就分享他的整个过程。Jean 是我们的生意伙伴，也是我的 upline， 就跟他合照了。我每次看到这照片，我会开玩笑说，安哥多就是穿拖鞋，你看他穿拖鞋不穿鞋子，每个人会叫安哥多，你脱鞋子给我看一下好不好？所以每次用这个做一个开玩笑。不过这个产品就他那只脚，没有那个产品的话呢，他就是坐轮椅了。这个就是有点每次看到这则那个见证会，我就有感触，因为我是个妈妈，4个孩子的妈妈。Jenny 都在2019年的时候才22岁的小女生了，22岁啊，她中了，她是发巅峰之后就是婚姻不行。因为昏迷不醒，他的状况有点危险，医生就扎头开刀，开了8次刀嘞，开关，就把他整个人弄垮了，变成植物人，动弹不得，不会讲话。你看眼神没有眼神，他眼睛没有眼神。这样妈妈就很伤心，就说完蛋了，我的女儿22岁，就是整个青春就躺在床上，我不知道我能活到几十人还跟他在一起，所以他就跟他的朋友诉苦。他朋友是这个Referral 的 distributor， 他就是说他就跟他解释，妈妈解释很多见证，他妈妈说试一下吧。所以在9月份2019，他开始服用8颗，因为他这是用他不能直接吞，他是用 tube feed， 他们就剪出来，就放在那个 tube 里面给他。然后1个月过后呢，他可以躺起来，一个 tube feeding 都不见，慢慢说，慢慢吞。你看6个月过后的话，他右手脚的照片，他是在一个分享会分享他整个过程。你看他的眼睛、皮肤、神采就在那边。你看妈妈在左手边是有一个很好的，就是 thumbs up 说很好。所以要不是因为这个产品的话 ，Jenny 到现在还窝在床上动弹不得。所以作为一个母亲，我看到这个见证的话，感动万分，真的。那时候我第一次看到的，差点流眼泪，因为我知道以妈妈的心情，这个是最好的礼物。你不需要钱，不要什么，孩子的健康最重要。这个见证是 David Yu 的哥哥，他在55岁那一年他心地很好，吃素的，吃常斋，他就辞工，就开了一间餐馆，就是他的意愿就要帮人，有时候就帮人做推拿，就是心肠很好的。就在2019 6月份的时候就中风就马上送去医院，医院那个医生就说你爸爸不行了，这个不行了。假如他能挨过这个晚上的话，就是很幸运。不过就是危险时期。然后医生给他2个选择，第一个选择就是把他的氧气管拔掉，他能过那个晚上的话，就是可能是好一点的消息，不过就是不能证明他能活下去。第一个选择就是放氧气管放他1个礼拜，然后让亲戚朋友来看他最后一年。所以刚好 David 是在日本接受他的那个 award ceremony， 听到这个消息就连夜赶着飞机跑回来新加坡见哥哥。所以他因为 David 就是吃过这个产品，对这个产品100% 100%的信心，就不管医生的劝告说你不能让给病人吃东西，除了医院给的药物，其他东西都不给他吃，他就不管了，3721就那时候哥哥已经有点昏迷了，就问了哥哥，哥哥我知道你吃素的，不过我也知道你不要这样走，让我帮你好吗？你点一下头，或者给我一个信息说你可以让我喂你吃 Protea。刚好他看到哥的眼角就流了眼泪，他就给他吃。他给他吃1个月过后，你看那个右手脚的照片，他给举起来看什么？在看卡通片，旁边就是坐的儿子。几个月过后呢，他就医生就批准他出院，觉得他整个情况比较好。然后 David 就专门请一个护士来看住他的哥哥，一天就给他12到16粒的 Protea， 因为他是用 tube feeding， 不可以这样直接吞，他就把它剪出来，放在他的 tube 给他。然后你看那个左手脚的那个照片，坐那边看电视。一个中风的病人可以在那边看电视，我真的不能他的复原这么快。然后这个就是讲解他 David 讲解整个过程的一个样。如果你要看视频的话，你可以让我知道，我就因为时间关系，我会给你看重要的部分哈。很感动，这一幕很感动。所以你看，从一个中风的躺在床上动不得的话，到刚才那一幕，还有这个就是他那个照片是2年前在下面的那个 exercise area， 就是做运动了哈。你看那个右左边的照片哦，他可以很悠闲坐在那个轮椅上面，然后。唯一不同啊，你看到唯一不同处就是他整个气管都拔掉了，所以 David 也跟我们讲，所以也跟我们说起他哥哥的情况，开始吃东西，而且开始发动他的喉咙，他的声音，因为他那个气管放在他的身体，他那个景象里面2年呢，2年没有用到这个东西的话，你的喉咙的声带哦，它要慢慢从那种开始，所以我觉得这个产品不但救了他，而且他因为他人活着，他还看到他的第一个孙子抱孙子，我那个照片没有发出来，就是很感动的一幕。要不是这个产品，他已经走了，看不到他的孙子了。说这个是 David Yo。我们的领导，他在在27岁时候，已经诊断他是1型糖尿病，他妈妈是1型糖尿病的，就把他传了给他，就是有点unfortunate 对吗？说他27岁看医生，医生就诊断他是有1型糖尿病，医生说你要打胰岛素，那时候不知道 什么是1型糖尿病，就问医生说胰岛素要打多久啊？医生就说打你意思等到你去世的时候还在打，他就没办法知道那个事情的严重性，就有点开始会注意自己的饮食习惯。不过到了29岁那年，他开了第一间自己的生意，是卖手机、电话、时钟还有 game 的。从一间开始到做得很好，就开始慢慢开到总共13间店铺。因为他的生意繁忙，就弄垮自己的身体，吃不好，没有休息，然后导致他的病状就越来越糟糕。在46岁那一年，医生还叫他去开刀眼睛，因为他开始看不清楚。他有去打胰岛素，直接打在眼球里面，每个月打一次针要2000块，打到医生说不行了 ，David， 你不能一直打针，你要开刀了。所以他是有点犹豫不决，因为妈妈也是一样，他的情况去开刀，导致开刀之后一只眼睛瞎掉。他就不要像妈妈这样，他说我不像妈妈的这种地步。刚好他的朋友 Albert 来看他。是说，哎 ，David， 你要试一下这个产品吗？他就给 David 看一些见证。所以 David 那时候在心想了，我试过很多产品了 ，MV 啦、NEFU 啦、TCM 啦，花到很多钱，还是不能把我治好。他就跟我们讲说，要不就是死马当活马医了，就试一下这产品，反正是免费。我的朋友给我1个，我试一下。他就试了4天之后呢，他整个眼睛。本来是肿发炎的，就消肿，知道吗？他老婆看到他就说：“哎，老公，你吃了些什么？为什么整个脸色比较好看，眼睛没有这么肿？”他就跟老婆说：“我是因为 Albert 给我这个产品，我吃了，就是这样的情况。”他老婆说：“哎，我觉得这产品适合你，你去赶紧去试。”他就从一套就是7瓶6个月的疗程。他直接就买了5套，在8个月里面吃完它。吃完之后，他整个身体状况变得很好。你看那个上面那张照片是3个月前的星期六，我们去听他的讲课，你可以看到他病貌的样子，好的样子，就是判若两人。然后这个产品不但把他的身体的健康修复好，还给他财富。你看他的那个杂志，他是 Reway 的第2个最大的领导，公司要表扬他，就把他放在那个杂志上面。我希望我自己也是会像他讲，因为这个就是他们说，就是对自己有个肯定，说我可以的，你也可以这样做。因为这个公司的制度很好，他也是有财富，他就把2个女儿拉进来，Yvonne 跟玉婷。现在 Yvonne、玉婷都是Pegasus 的阶段，我会让 Simon 解释 Pegasus 什么意思。所以我们是说老婆开心，家里就是很和谐，就很开心的道理。所以有人问 30% 是给人的吗？你想想，假如你身体吃的话能修复，那些身体健康的人吃了会怎样？就能保持你身体健康的状态会越好。因为我们一旦根据年龄的老化，我们身体上的症会慢慢的浮出。所以就是 precaution is better than cure。人就是保护好过你要去治疗，所以 30% 的也是可以给健康人士吃的。有一个名人是 Simon Wong， 他说：“你今天的烦恼是你昨天没搞好的事，而你明天想要取到什么成绩，就看你今天的决定。”我觉得他这2个句子可以用在爱情方面、生活方面、钱财方面，还有你的工作方面。 你想想你要走的那段路，想到你5年、10年后那段路，就要从今天开始，不等到10年之后你才想到你要做什么，那这太迟了。所以我整个产品的说明会已经结束了。让我 stop share。有什么问题吗 ？Vivian， 这个是我第一次用华文解释的嘞。
讲得很好哎，
因为不是第一次。我忘了讲解，这家公司在2016时候，他有拿到新加坡拍发的奖状，就是信誉品牌奖，是专门拍发给新加坡公司，不是给国外公司。所以就是我是觉得这个生意让我能感触到，就是除了帮我自己的身体搞好的话，也可以借机会帮助别人。然后帮助别人之后呢，我开始能赚钱的话，我觉得生意行得通，因为这个不是杀人、骗人、放火那种生意，是正派正直。新加坡公司，我觉得可以听一下。这就是我的分享。OK，有没有什么问题 ？Vivian 没有的话，我就让 Simon 解释他整个公司的制度。Simon，
Okay. All right. I think Paisy has left for a while, is it?
maybe her son.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just continue lah. Right? Okay. Okay. Done that. All right. So back to this one here. Thank you very much, Nita. That was a big surprise for me. Okay, because coming to Mandarin, I think Vivian will benefit a lot more because my Mandarin is not strong at all. Next time, I think we can have the entire thing in Mandarin. I can invite more people who are speaking in Mandarin actually. Okay, now we're talking about Reweigh, the product and the opportunity. Okay, so importantly speaking, I've often joked with some people. I've asked the same question: is stem cells manufactured in China or in US? Is stem cells manufactured in China or in US?
None. It's in you.
Okay, very true, very true. Now, what happened here is the reality is stem cells is a fusion of the sperm and the ovum coming together. All right, means a man and a woman. Okay, and when the woman actually says she conceived, we're talking about is a stem cell being produced. Okay, in fact, the stem cell, if you take a look at this picture over here, this is your and mine first baby photograph. We all look alike. It's called stem cells. Okay, now the difference between stem cells and your body cells is that your body cells will be in your body and they die and then they regenerate, as I mentioned earlier. Okay, so when a regeneration doesn't come to be the amount of cells that actually die, you're aging. Okay, the stem cells characteristic, on the other hand, is that when the stem cells produce, it has the ability to actually divide and multiply. So from 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 8, that kind of things. And it will duplicate itself until about, say, 0 to 4 months. You have about 300 over 1,000 of such stem cells, okay, in a blastocyst. And after the fourth month, that's where the stem cells, which are basically unformatted, they're called embryonic. Okay, so the second word I want you to learn is called embryonic, okay, which is very important. Okay, this is the key word for our stem cells to understand, for us to understand how the stem cells really work in us. Okay, and after the fourth month being collected in the blastocyst, all these 300,000 stem cells will get into their work. Okay, in other words, it goes on their own to form up the biggest organ called the skin. Okay, and to form up all the other parts that's needed: the eyes, the nose, the organs, the liver, the kidney, and so on and so forth. All right, until the 10th month or 9th, 10th month, a baby is born. All right, but the embryonic characteristic of these stem cells in our bodies is still continue from zero age all the way to 18 years old to 25. Okay, 18 to 25 is actually a transition period before the embryonic stem cells will convert to becoming adult stem cells. Okay, so that's the reason why our children or ourselves, you can see that we actually from young we grow up. Okay, and even though we always say that how tall you are is really because of your DNA from your parents. Okay, but recently, I mean, I also see from our own eyes that Nita's family, her boys are getting much taller and bigger than the parents. Okay, that's only because Nita has been feeding them very well, giving them lots of home love, okay, and a lot of care, so that they can focus on their studies, focus on being healthy, all right, and they are actually very big now, which I also see not only her family, but many other children, they actually grow bigger, taller, while they're in Singapore. Okay, so that is one of the key points I like to establish here. Okay, so when it goes when it goes like this to understand, all right, the embryonic characteristic of these stem cells, okay, when it go into 18 years old, that's when the teenager, okay, they can do good things or they may not do what's good in that sense because uh, they can start to actually have late nights, start smoking, party through the night. Okay, that's when you will see their behavior change. Their so-called stem cells will start to change from embryonic to adult. Okay, so usually I say about 25 years old, but some of these teenagers they will have adult stem cells even before they reach 20 because of how they take care of themselves. I'm sure you see for yourself so these kind of characteristics with people around us. Okay, so please understand the word embryonic over here. Okay, it's very key to understanding how stem cells really work. So our product, okay, what is so good about it is, firstly you got to buy the product, and secondly you got to put it into your mouth. You got to swallow it to try it. Okay, looking at it won't work. All right, because our product, what it does over here is the moment, okay, like I mentioned just now, the mother deer gives birth, the scientist, okay, will see the placenta is out of time, will be extracting the stem cells, okay, and then once extracted already, they will put into this freeze drying technology. Very important. We will keep the cells bioactive for the next 3 4 years, and then the red capsules will be pushed in with nitrogen, all right, so that it will push out the oxygen. So of course we all know so that the ingredients will not get oxidated. All right. Now, the third technology is called the enteric coating, which I'll explain later. This is the most important of the technologies. I'll explain why. Okay. And of course, the next one is emulsification. It's talking about absorption. All right. The deer cells usually are bigger than the human, so we have to nanonize it. At the same time, has the same way of understanding of taking injection because when you're having high fever, you see a doctor. Doctor is not going to give you Panadol when you have high fever. All right, they're going to give you injection to bring down the, the same the speed of it. Okay, and the fourth and the fifth one is actually the biosoft gel, so that when we swallow this thing, it's actually very easy. All right. Now let's go back to the word called enteric coating, which is another word that I like you to take a look at it, okay, and learn from it. Enteric coating is enter with an IC. Why is so important about this? Now, doctors will give you lots of medicine. You probably can buy a lot of supplements, and you can also be eating food. The one common thing is when you ingest it in your mouth, you go straight into your stomach where there's a stomach acid. They will do is part of digestion. All right. So most of whatever you put inside into your stomach acid, it will be disintegrated. Okay, probably about 20%. Become your nutrients to be absorbed inside your small intestine. So not to say that our ingredients are much more powerful than other companies. Okay, the only good thing about it is that we have it in enteric coating. Enteric coating means to say that when you swallow it will still go through the same passageway. The difference is it will submarine itself through the stomach acid and go into the small intestine. Okay, so you can see the all the piping after the stomach there. Okay, the food as well as your bacteria placenta. Okay, you will go into the tubes, having a fun time before it reaches the alkaline environment. Okay, of the small intestine, and that's where it breaks open and absorbs about 80% of the goodness inside our bacteria placenta. Okay, so this is one thing I would like you to remember: the enteric coated portion. This is where we talk about the absorption is more powerful. All right, so that's why even though we are paying slightly higher, okay, for our product, but the consumption and the so-called efficiency is way above any other things that you find because of the enteric coating. I've gone to the pharmacy itself and asked about enteric coating. Yeah, they have enteric coated supplements or even pills. Okay, but they are not placed outside. They are all behind the counter. And you have to specifically ask from the pharmacist. Then they will show because it's not cheap. Okay? And that's why our product can do so well. Okay? So now this product itself has been started from 2008. Currently, is already at 2022. Okay, it's only one product for 14 years, and through the years, it has already upgraded itself. All right, from the first edition to the sixth edition. First edition we got 6 parts. Okay, and the sixth edition itself, uh, we actually can see that you have about 12 parts. Okay, um, hold on. Does it work? No, it doesn't. Never mind. Um, all right. Is a product placenta safe and effective after 14 years? Okay. Now think about it. This company has made a lot of revenue and gone into 12 countries and Japan I mentioned. So obviously my answer is definitely it's very safe. Okay. Because it's gone past even 40 billion. Can you imagine that? All right. Can you imagine that? Hold on. Okay. All right. Um, so when it comes to understanding when it's safe or not, look at the obvious. If this product is not safe, it will not be able to um, be so popular until today. 14 years, all right, and Japan itself, like I mentioned earlier. Okay, and take a look at this one over here. Now, this one was given to me by my uplines recently, although I can't really understand it much. Okay, Nita, would you like to help me on this? Just a quick run over.
Oh, okay. So basically the chart talk about comparing the entire network marketing globally. These are the billboard chart. So we can look at number one, Amway. Their income reaches what 89 billion US dollar, followed by Nation Company 72, Herbalife 58, and then Work 46, X Reality 38, Conway 32, Premier Car is 27, and then New Skin is 27, and PM International is 23.8, and Atomy is 18.3. But if you look at the chart, the extreme right, it talk about the top 10 network marketing in the entire Taiwan. We all know that Taiwan is a country that they are very way ahead than Singapore in terms of network marketing. If you look at it, Reway was in Taiwan in 2010, Simon. You're muted.
Yeah, you're saying?
How long has Reway been in Taiwan? Since 2009.
10 years already.
Okay. So if you look at Reway started, I don't think Reway in Taiwan has long history like Amway, but if you look at the entire Taiwan, Reway actually hit 134 each and is top one in the entire Taiwan last year. So it basically tell us, and you see Amway, shop.com, Atomy, Herbalife are all below Reway. So it's a clearly showed that this company is doing very well. Therefore, within the 5 years, 6 years, it actually at the top of the entire Taiwan. I think remarkable journey.
Okay, thank you, Nita. Now, quickly put, there are some Chinese words here. Obviously, I'm very challenged. Okay, but remember one thing: Reway is only talking about one product. Take a look at Amway. Now, we all know Amway sells hundreds of products. Okay, I'm not sure about this number three Chinese word, but Total Swiss, they sell. I think they have a couple of different products as well. Maybe not hundreds. Shop.com obviously is like a supermarket. Atomy is like a supermarket. Herbalife is talking also about 30 products. Okay. Reway is only one. All right. Of course, to me, I find it easier to market one product. You're asking me to do 300 products. I don't think I can do that. Okay. So the understanding is that if one product can come up with the highest revenue in a country that's full of activities of our direct sellers, why is Reway able to do it? Okay, and you take a look, it's 134.3 E. E is what, billion? I'm not too sure about that. Okay, the second one is Amway at 109. We're talking about a cool 20 over E, 20 over billion difference. Okay, so we are talking about with a company that really can help us understand. Okay, and take a look at this. I think this one is another chart. All right. Um, 2017, I think we are over here, seventh position. 2018, we went third. 2019, same. 2020, same. But last year, we went up to number one. Okay. This whole Taiwan thingy is in Mandarin. So, Nita may be able to help me on this. The whole Chinese words here. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Next thing. Our company can earn money, but that doesn't mean earning money for ourselves. All right, COVID came, and we actually donated 12 million Singapore dollars. All right, so each country we give about 1 million Singapore dollars. Okay, and definitely you can see, you can all the different checks over here. We didn't give to the governments. We gave to the people in the ground level, so that the people who are in need actually go direct to them. Okay, so I feel very proud of the company actually for this. Okay, now what's the company? Reway. Reway started in 2008 very quickly. With the founder here is Dr. Lim. He only brought in about 38 bottles, sample bottles from New Zealand, and having an office of 350 square feet. And I think that's how it started. He didn't borrow money to make it into a big bank. Instead, he started very humbly. Right? Today, from a small office, we're talking about Reway purchasing five different buildings. Purchaser, not rent. The first building that was built actually is in Shah Alam, KL. So you take a look at this building, okay, on the right hand side. Take a look at the people, take a look at the cars, take a look at the buses, take a look at the size difference. And this is what our founder wants. He wants to have a 1,000 seater auditorium. Okay, the second place he actually did was in Singapore, right? But in Singapore, our real estate is very expensive. But at the point in time, okay, I think it was 2016, he already purchased three of these inter terraces, but we only can make 300 sittings in the auditorium, which is not enough for our founder. Okay, and in Taiwan this year is going to finish also another building, and I think it was last year this building was also ready in Batam to represent Indonesia. Take a look at the size of the building again. All right, and Singapore, because we are not satisfied with this, our founder actually bought a land in Bedok, and it's going to be finished by this year as well, like this, like a shopping mall, because we're going to house another 1,000 seater inside here. Okay, because that's what our company needs. It's growing very fast. So why am I showing you this? Is because if you are thinking, if you are going to start a career with us, you're not going to be far wrong. You're not going to start with a company that has got very shaky kind of a background. We are financially very strong. Okay, our culture is very strong, and also, the way we approach to how we want to do a business around the world. Okay, it's up to you now whether you want to take action with it, because this company already showed us really what they can do. Okay, and even if I were to share with you this chart over here, even David is considered as a big leader. Even with all the leaders there, our our founder already said the biggest leader has not even joined yet. Okay, because the understanding is that there's about 287 countries, and we're only involved in 12 countries, so we haven't even really started seriously. Already at this point, David is already earning about a very good income every month, half a million to a million a month, Singapore dollars. Okay, so the question lies is how did he do it, and can we go better than him? Of course, because we're only talking about 12 countries versus the entire 287 countries, right? In Singapore alone, we only have one Singapore, couple of islands. Danica, I think you also know in Philippines you got how many thousands of islands in Philippines, correct? 一个你也知道的呢，中国啊，蛮大的。
Yes, yes. Hi, hello. It's 7,000, more than 7,000 islands.
Yes. So you can see
Okay.
that you attack Philippines alone, okay? You can see how big the opportunity is. And Vivian 你也看到了，中国是很大的 China is very big, 1.4 billion people, correct? The next country is what? Of course, India at 1.3. So it's really a situation whether you are looking at it from an angle of something very small, or this is going to be tackled something very big. The product is meant for everybody who is alive, who needs to use the product. That's
But
why,
someone actually, sorry,
yes,
go ahead. Sorry. Someone actually told me that one of the biggest country that surpassed China and India, that is the world of internet.
oh, okay. That's what I shared actually with Danica before. Okay, your network is not just Philippines. Your network is not just Singapore. Your network is actually how many people you can put into the internet when you're doing a Zoom. Okay, so it's exactly how you want to do it. Okay, so the boss himself, all right, he started without an idea of how the big the internet is, but he just went forward because he has the same mindset as those entrepreneurs that is awarded in this award here. Okay, 50 of them, not that they are very rich, is only awarded because how many people they have created to be successful under their leadership. So Li Ka-shing is the first one. Okay, he has guided many people to do real estate. Number five is Jack Ma, Alibaba. Okay, so all those common vendors in China, now they have become very, very strong because of Jack Ma. In fact, Jack Ma is so popular with everybody now. The government of China is worried about him. Okay, I think we all read many stories about that. And the entire 50 people over here that's being award here, okay, Dr. Lim is the only Singaporean here, and he's placed 12. Why is it so? Because the individual people who become Pegasus or the other rankings, okay, they are earning a lot. Okay, so this is the award is given for how many people they have made successful. All right, so let's go straight to the income possibilities. Okay, now ask the service question. Today, are you an employed person, or are you a self-employed? Okay, or are you a business owner, or are you an investor? Okay, because these are the four ways to produce income that is actually put together, cash flow quadrant by Robert Kiyosaki. So people who are in the employed or self-employed, okay, they form up as a 95% of the entire world, whereas the business and the I investor is only 5%. So from here, it's obvious that people who are E and the S here are working for people in the other side over here, the B and I. So my question to you is, where are you today? Are you in the E, in the S, B, or I? Okay, because whatever you're in over here and you're not exactly happy where you are, I would like you to focus on going to the B, okay, to do a business. Because a business actually is a system. That's why you take a look at the picture over here. We're talking about McDonald's and Starbucks. These two are actually in a franchise business, okay? And of course, whatever you earn on your own, you can become like Warren Buffett. Because Warren Buffett is well known to be a self-investor, okay? So our product, okay, for the diamond set, your investment is at 3,688 Singapore dollars. Okay, so for Danica, we're talking about 135,000 pesos. Okay, and this free account can make you an estimated Singapore 200,000. All right, and the bonus given by our company is only three. Very simple. All right. So
Copy.
yes. Okay.
I meant copy.
Oh, okay. So we have three types of bonuses. It's called referral bonus, development bonus, and matching bonus. Now, I I can tell you that when you join a direct selling company, one of the things to know whether the company is stable or not, you can actually ask the people who's been there, how many times have they changed the bonus structure? Because each time they change the bonus structure, all right, it's to you maybe supposed to be getting better, but some people who are earning the income will be affected, right? So those who have been doing direct selling, they understand what I'm trying to say, because you have formed up through the years really how you intend to earn the income, and suddenly it changes. All right. So why would the company want to change? Is only because it's only due for your own profit and loss. All right, that's understandable because the company will survive. But our company from day one, from 2008 to now, has not changed anything. Okay. So when you come in, all right, assuming you're buying the diamond set at 3688, this is you. You will come with three business centers. Okay, and immediately you bring A, all right, and he does the same, you'll be given 10%. Now, why is it at 344.7? It's only because of the 7% GST. This is Singapore. So in Philippines, it's the same thing. Okay, whatever amount they send you buy, okay, and then the 10% looks a bit lesser, is due to the tax difference, all right, or any other countries we're in. So same thing, if you bring a B, okay, and he buys also a diamond set, you also be given 10%. But because we have the second bonus here, known as a dividend bonus, all right, the A and B will have another 10%. So you take a look at it at 3688, you bring A and B, you already get back one third at 30%. Okay? And we are looking at, I would say, like I said, recurring income. The referral bonus is only a one time. But the development bonus, okay, is each time when the A and B under their networks, each time when they have a mirror, a pairing, okay, you'll be earning. Because the 344.7 over here, the DB, the first one, is your active income. But when A in his network can bring in 10, all right, and B at the same time can bring in 10, you will be earning 344.7 times 10, okay? So you can see each time there is a pairing, A and B, you'll be earning to the amount. Or take a look at this. If A got 100 and B has 100, okay, you'll be earning 344.7 times 100. And our company, one thing is wonderful about it is that obviously everything is not so ideal. A could have his 100 within 1 month, but the B may not even get near 50 in a month, correct? That's usually the case. So the company will give you, okay, to the lesser of the two, all right? But the A does with the excess 50, for example, will not go away until B reaches it. So we call it the heavy leg and the not so heavy leg. All right, the comparison. And because they do it this way, okay, it is actually infinity development bonus. Infinity development bonus. It will wait, all right. And if you think that, oh, Simon, this is not possible, I'm telling you, it is very possible because in my line alone, my uplines, Jean and John, okay, together with my closest upline, all right, they have a 4 years apart from when they created one Pegasus under John's team. 4 years before he reached the second B side. And because uh, Clover, one of the downline from A, has reached Pegasus and the B was nobody there, after 4 years, okay, John received his income from then after 4 years as well. Okay, it was it was a very big amount at one go. Okay, so that's the reason why I like this company's integrity. Okay, so at the same time, we also have a daily max, and daily max is 1,005 Singapore dollars DB when you have four on the left and four on the right. So what happens here if you have, let's say you brought in 10 and then you brought in 10, okay, so the company under team 37 will not put in all 10 at one shot. They will split it to 442, all right, if it's 10. So you maximize your daily earnings. Okay. So like I said, I really like this company because of all this. Okay. So the next one is called matching bonus. Now the matching bonus itself is very interesting. It's 10% of the pairing, okay, of DB, up they'll jump up 3 levels. All right, now flow with me on this. Assuming this is Nita, okay, assuming this is Nita, and Nita brings in Vivian, for example, okay, and Vivian actually brings in two friends, okay, A1 and A2, and A1 and A2 in a day bring four each. So I mentioned just now, right? If it's four each, okay. Vivian over here will earn, all right, 1,005 DB. See, DB 1,005. But the matching bonus says that it's 10% of DB up 3 levels. And I mentioned to you, one diamond plan has got 3 business centers over here. Okay, so what happened here is it's going to jump 10% up 3 times. So take a look at this. The first jump, all right, from Vivian to say Nita, okay, this one jump at 10% is 150. We call MB, okay, matching bonus. So the second jump is over here. So you can see, all right, Nita has already earned from A, which is Vivian, already at a daily amount of $300 already. But it's a third jump. And it goes to, if I'm the upline, yes, I'm the upline. So it goes to me. Okay, how about that? So in short, whatever I earn, anything below me, okay, is considered as passive income. Okay, and because at this point, say A1 and A2 actually does every day at 4 each, the potential is there. All right. So Nita actually can earn 9,000 NB in a month, pure passive income. Okay. Now, if Vivian as A can do with one of this, it can allow Nita to earn 9,000. Okay. Why can't Nita bring another person called B? Maybe Danica. Okay, come in as B. And Danica also bring another B1 and B2, and these also can bring 4 per day, for example. All right. So what happened here now is that uh, B, Danica over here, can actually have another 9,000 MB for Nita. All right. For Nita, that is very good. Okay, in a month, passive income at 18,000 already. Okay. But it hasn't stopped there, because you don't forget, because there's a B, A, and B now. So Nita now has got another DB at 1,005. Okay, and because in this B1 and B2 together, A1 A2, they do it every day, all right, at 4 each. Okay, so there's 1,005 times 30 days is 45,000. So the potential of earning, all right, is actually 18,000 plus 45,000. Okay, is 63,000 per month. Wow, so quiet. Wow. Okay, and how much did Nita, actually invest in? Nita, how much did you invest?
Uh, 3,688. I
Yes,
think
so one
apart
dollar.
from the passive income, I actually got product.
Okay, so you can see, all right, there's a potential there. All right, now the Team 37 marketing plan is actually very understandable. Why I started earlier when I mentioned from my first slide is, bring asking for business partners. Exactly here is what I'm talking about. So let's say this one is actually Nita, and we bring in Vivian, and then bring in Danica, for example. So Vivian will bring two, Danica will bring two. Okay, immediately when A and B, which is say Vivian and Danica, all right, we come in, that is actually the real active income for Nita, okay, at 345. But underneath over here, okay, when A brings two, B brings two, Nita will be earning a passive income of 690 because it's actually the pairing times two, and everybody focus on bringing two friends only. Okay, so let's say if this 2 here brings another 2 is 4. Same thing, under B, 2 and another 2 brings 4. Alright, so Nita earns another 1380. And so on and so forth. You got 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. Okay, And because of the monthly understanding the daily of 1,005, your monthly is at 45,000. Okay, but it doesn't stop there because it's talking about it's a pairing bonus only, the DB. Okay, because you are actually having you bought the 3688 diamond package, all right, you have the ability to actually open up another link called C. Okay, and then you can have another DB over here between C and A, another 45,000. And now you can actually open up D and another 45,000. So in all, you can actually earn 135,000. All right. And if you plus the MB, now you have an estimated of 200,000. And Nita only invested only at 3688. All right. This is actually the marketing plan. All right. It's a very understandable plan. So how much can this team really earn using a simple plan like this? So in last year alone, in December, okay, uh, David is this person over here, and he shared, all right, from the first 14 days alone, his team, not Riway entirely, only Team 37, has garnered $63 million. Okay, and one day after that, to the 15th of December, it jumped to 70 million. Okay, and then to 2 more days, okay, it's at 86 million, and down to 18th December, it's at 94 million. And then the last 3 days of December alone, okay, David's team at Team 37 hit 187 million, 200 million, and 215 million. Okay, that is actually why, if you intend to do a bigger business with a bigger result, okay, I'm showing you what is actually achievable. All right. Obviously, David didn't do having this kind of result. It's not from the first day. It takes time, about 9 years actually. All right, to reach this. But think about it. You have a 9 years, 9 years ongoing entity that can actually earn you on a monthly basis this kind of revenue. Are you happy? Really, I have never seen this kind of numbers when you're talking to an individual person and his team. Okay, and we're just talking about one product only. Okay, so you think for yourself, is this good enough for you? All right. Now this is actually what David's actual plan was. All right, and our company doesn't talk about just buying one set alone, because if you want to do a business, if you are one of those who can do a bigger business, you can actually do what David did. David invested in 7 sets. So it's 3688, okay, times 7, about 25,000. All right. Take a look at his 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sets. And because now David is already Pegasus 9, okay, this chart here shows only 8 people under. So there's still one more here, okay. But this was actually his strategy. All right, so you can see under over these two columns here, A to D, E to H. In a year, all right, in a year, if individually speaking, these Pegasus bring in 80 sets, all right, in a year, 80 sets each, you'll be earning in Singapore $480,000. To some people, yeah, it's okay. To some, it's quite a lot, all right. But David's team, to tell you the real truth, okay, this is not a yearly amount. This is a monthly amount. In fact, some of them can even do 1,000 oversets, okay, in a month. That is the reason why David is paying income tax of cash 500,000, not chargeable income. Okay, that means his earning can be quite crazy, about 10 million or even more. Okay, so if you can put yourself into the shoes of a businessman like David, having the same kind of entrepreneurship from Reway, okay, this is what you can expect. All right. So to build an effective business with Reway International, the main thing is of course to gain freedom of time, health, money. Agree? That's the main thing actually, to give yourself time so you can enjoy your life. All right. So I'd like to ask you to think now is, what is similar that you can really put to understand how you can see this thing happening. All right. So if you were in front of me right now, definitely I'll be asking questions if you're in the classroom. But today, of course, the Zoom is not so easy. All right. So I'd like you to consider to think about the franchise system, the best one in the world. The answer is McDonald's. Okay, so McDonald's itself is a company that's created a system, like I mentioned earlier. All right, go to the business, you create a system, and because they created a system, they actually invited individuals to invest. All right, to use what it calls a franchise fee to get the license to operate a McDonald's branch. And the moment the entrepreneurs they actually can run and operate a branch, they can maximize their profit. Am I right? Yes, when they maximize their profit, okay, after the franchise fee is done and after the system, that they purchased from McDonald's, okay, has started their business moving, their monthly revenue, okay, they will have to use a called royalty to pay back to the headquarters a 10% of whatever the revenue is, okay. And if you Google right now, okay, the number of branches in the world for McDonald's, okay, we keep on building, is coming on to 37,000. Okay, 37,000 branches. Okay, and they can build it one after another and they can go global. If one branch is 1 million US dollars as revenue, okay, 10% is 100,000, okay, times 37,000. This is actually the amount they earn every month. This is what I call a real passive income. This is what you can expect when you create something like in Reway, because not only David is enjoying himself, okay, people like Andy Su can see his left and right, and not only for his team, even his wife, Alice, okay, is also currently at Pegasus too. And this Andy Su is from Malaysia. He's got people from Singapore. He's got people from Hong Kong, okay, in China. Yeah, this is China. This is from 从哪里来这个香港 This one is actually from Hong Kong. All right. This man's from Taiwan. Okay. I think Fang Fang is also Taipei. Yeah. But under Karen, Karen right now is a Pegasus one, and behind her is a China lady also. Okay. So you can see it builds on and on. All right. So Andy Su is actually one of the big gladiators under David. This is what you can actually achieve. Okay, our product is also pandemic proof. It's been proven already. Even during the 2 years of being locked down, okay, the total revenue went up. Okay, and the company itself, every 3 months we have a leadership training seminar. And what do we learn from this seminar? It's actually self-improvement, goal setting, and to understand company's direction. Okay, this is a training that Nita and I attended in 2019, just before the COVID, in Bangkok. Okay, there's 20,000 of us there. Okay, so Danica, can you see all the Philippines flag over here? All right. So you can still tell yourself that uh, 20,000 people will also involve the Filipinos. Okay, and
Yeah,
this is,
yeah, I can see it possible. Yeah, I think so.
if you can find me and Nita over there, I'll give you a bottle. Yeah, one of them there somewhere. Okay, the booth over here are all the different translation. So Readway has come to the level of even offering you to have a kind of translation in a earpiece. You choose the language you want. So Vivian, 我知道你是做很多生意的，OK？如果你有
啊，
国际生意啊，你有那些其他的朋友在其他的国家哦，OK？他们需要这个产品，他们需要做一个很好的生意，OK？不用怕的，快点介绍。为什么呢？因为如果你慢了一步你的朋友就会被别的 review 的人去拉去的，这个是肯定的。OK，and then
OK，
from David 这些人他们看到的时候OK，他们没有读书的，OK，our leaders like David and Andy Su alright, Danica, just to share with you, they have no education, OK。So it doesn't mean that you have to be, somebody educated or that to perform and become a very good and established successful leader here. No, we work from the heart. People needs a product. People needs the two balancing.
Yes,
That's we're talking about the health and the income to give you the kind of time. This is
yes, you're
what
right.
Reway is able to give. Reway 是可以给你这个的，这个机会是 Reway 可以给你的，但是你要自己用这个产品先，你才知道它的利在哪里。你分享的时候，OK 是很好的。 So you got to take it for yourself also, Danica. That's why you from there you learn how the product actually works in your body, how it actually establish the energy that you need, and of course the belief factor that you are effective. Okay，所有我们是用的。Okay， so all the trainings all free admission. All right, then you do very well. Company is not going to sit still and just wow, count the money. You know, no such thing. Every 3 months they'll recognize and have a kind of a recognition night. Okay, but companies started on 2008 to now, the number of leaders are just going crazy. Okay, this month, no, sorry, next month, June, the entire, uh, I would say the very big leaders like David, all these people, right? They are all going to Dubai. Okay, all expense paid to Dubai. They're going to have a leaders recognition night in Dubai. All right, and in July they're going to have another leaders recognition night. Okay, the Pegasus night they call it in Bangkok. 这样说啊，如果你觉得做这个生意啊，你只是在新加坡暖啊，没有这样机会的。你做的很大的 leader 的时候啊，他们会叫你飞去那边，飞去这里，给都是免费的。All right. Once you're a big leader, Danica, all right, company will give you free travel to all these countries, and you're going to go through a lot of experience with them. Okay, this is the one.
Yes, I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward.
Yeah. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, this is actually pictures of our big celebration in Singapore at the National Stadium where we can house 70,000 people. 70,000 people. Okay. In Singapore, all right, not one Singapore company entity can take the entire stadium. But we did. We are the only companies by far until now. We took the entire stadium. All right. And we invited international people to come down to sing as well. 这样说哦，Vivian 你会听的啦，这是说华语的。我呢坐在那边的时候，我听到是华语歌，我也是不懂的，这是什么东西？Okay, our company is very Chinese. All right, so Danica, that's the reason why I approached the Philippines because my Chinese is no good. I like to talk to people who can understand me. All right, so that's why I go to the Philippines. Right,
Yes,
so
I learned this. I will try to learn to speak Mandarin or Hokkien.
focus on Philippines.
Yeah, of course, of course. I will. I will.
Okay, now take a look at all these leaders. All right, in Japan alone, you see all they have all the collection over here of Pegasus. Okay, and Japan is just open about 4 years only. All right, in Vietnam we only have got about two Pegasus. The rest of them are, other rankings, Pavo and all that. Okay, but already in Vietnam, their income is not very high. These are all earning Singapore dollars. Okay, remember one thing, Philippines, Vietnam, whatever it is. The moment you get into diamond package plan, you are going into Singapore dollars, right? Singapore currency. So when you reach the kind of leadership area, the money you earn is actually Singapore dollar equivalent. Okay, 新加坡新币的那个一样的价钱。Okay, so Vietnam obviously it was very challenged. All right, so are the Philippines and the Myanmar. Correct. Not? The pesos and the Myanmar, their currency is also not very high as Singapore. But when you join in, okay, Riway, you are actually going onto Singapore dollar currency. That's why they're very happy when they become leaders like this because you're earning Singapore currency. Okay, Malaysia itself, all right, you can see the leaders there, and Indonesia. Okay, so Taiwan, Hong Kong, same thing. Right, so actually Nita your market together with Vivian 你要手拉手去台湾跟 Hong Kong 因为中国在旁边而已，对吗？
Market 去旅行 Vivian，
这样 Vivian 可以回去那边加上了，哎，妈咪我在了，我回来了。All right, Thailand is a big challenge, but our company is not forgetting Thailand. In fact, they're going to build up Thailand this year. Okay, especially with Kaylin. 这个新加坡女的，okay, this Singapore lady called Kaylin. All right, Kaylin Lin. She's really making headway now in Thailand, starting in Chiang Mai. But in July, you will see her do whatever she can in Bangkok. All right. So, like Philippines, Thailand has got many, many different parts. It's huge. all right? And Europe, of course, Europe is a big country. Uh, Pavel is doing very well, okay, together with the second Pegasus now, okay? And this lady here, what is her name? I think it's this one, Malgorzata. She's from Poland, he's from Czech Republic, okay? So Europe is also there for us. But I also know that we have established leaders also, not Pegasus yet, in the UK, France, and Italy. Mei Yang got somebody right now who is actually in Italy, very active. Okay, so 所以我要支持啊你们一个一个哦，不要想到新加坡啊，OK，不要想到 Ang Mo Kio 跟 Toa Payoh or Jurong 啊，OK，看更大，跑更大，因为现在我们有 Zoom 了，we have Zoom that can go across the world, all right, do it internationally. Because if not, okay, Singapore will not be as big as what we think. So you are right to say that our network is as big as the internet. Okay, why I'm doing Zoom now is also because David here has been pushing me, not encouraging me, but pushing me to do this. Okay, so I hope to see my network grow as well because of what I am doing. You can see the people under him, left and right. Okay, his Pegasus leaders. All right, all these people over here, they are not doing 80 sets per month. They are doing thousands. And that's why the overriding, okay, as a leader, as though it's a McDonald's, all right, every month he's going to get his royalty. That is how you can create for yourself a great time, okay, freedom of time, health, and money. Okay, so this guy is actually Rolando. Before I end off a very fast one, Rolando himself is a Filipino, but he felt very encouraged when Jaden actually shared with him. All right, so don't look so much about whether you're from a country that is challenged by currency. No, follow and learn. These are the two things about Weiwei. And because of that, he saw the opportunity. Okay, he reset himself. All right, with speed that he actually encouraged the people under him. Okay, he saw the future and not just becoming a Pegasus. He is now a Pegasus 5. Okay, Danica, he is a Pegasus 5 in less than 3 years, and he's a Filipino. He's just one step behind Faith N. Faith N is the biggest right now in Philippines at Pegasus 6. So you can see, you know, if others can do it, we all can do it. Okay. So the one resource,
We all can do it. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. We all have time as our one resource. Okay. Oh yeah, this is one I shared, or Nita shared for me. Where you are right now is done yesterday or didn't do. Where you're going to go tomorrow, you have to start doing today. Okay. So how to build an effective sales strategy? All right, there is a strategy, of course. So are you ready? Okay. So take a look at this. The company offers you 4 different types of packages. Okay. So we have diamond, I mentioned, 3688. Then the one box itself is at 568. Gold is 2 boxes at 1000 plus, and platinum is 4 boxes. Okay, so let's say if you today, okay, you task or you ask your friends, if they tell you that I cannot afford this amount, okay, I can afford one of these over here, just welcome them in. Because let's say for example, okay, Vivian 我问你一下啊，okay，你知道我们每个要到这个diamond 呢，如果我的朋友只是可以买1盒568，如果他要upgrade 到7盒，他少了几个盒？ How many boxes is he short of？
再讲多一次，sorry。
如果呢，我的朋友，OK，他只是可以买加入在1盒五
嗯
六八啦，他可以付出在568，OK，但是他知道他要做这个生意他要变到 upgrade 到 7 boxes 做一个 diamond，这样说他缺少几瓶？
就是7.1两包了，是吗？5包了，
不是，如果是他只是有一包，他要 upgrade 到7包，他缺少了多少？
6包啊。
1包啊。我们这里有没有6包呢？
6包的话就是有啊，4包加2包了。
对，你看到你知道了。Okay, so let's
Hey,
say
I can't comprehend. I can't comprehend in Chinese.
I know.
Sorry, sorry.
So I'm going to repeat. No, I'm going to repeat
It's
here.
okay. It's okay. Sir Simon will endorse it. I can't comprehend in Chinese.
No, I'll just share
Yeah.
screen. Okay, the answer is given to you there already. So let's say you know that you need to go to 7 boxes as a diamond, but you can only afford 1 box. All right. So in order to upgrade over time to 7 boxes, how many boxes are you short of? How many boxes do you need? Nanika? Oh, are you there? Yeah.
Hello. Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
So how many boxes do you need?
What?
If you have 1 box and you need to upgrade to 7 boxes, how many boxes do you need?
If I have what? Sorry,
If you can
I'm in a
copy,
coffee shop. What is it again? If I have one
yeah,
box?
correct. And you need to upgrade to 7 boxes. How many boxes do you need?
Well, of course, I need 6 boxes. But
Okay.
then, if you add the gold, silver, and platinum, that would be the summation for diamond, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so you'd rather take the diamond package.
Yeah, but let's say if you only have silver, all right, and you want to upgrade the diamond, how many boxes do you need to upgrade with? 1 to 7. How many boxes in difference? Danica, are you there?
Hey, I'm here. So if we are in silver package, and then we need to upgrade for diamond. Of course, diamond has 7 boxes, right?
Yep.
Silver package is only one.
Yep. So how
So
many?
you have to add platinum and gold. It's like 5 boxes
You
to
have to.
upgrade for diamond. Yeah.
You need to add platinum and gold, right?
Yes, right.
Correct. So if you add platinum and gold, you see the amount is at 2150 plus 1136. Correct.
Yes, you're
Yeah.
right.
So that is the amount that you need to upgrade with. But let's say for
Yes.
example, okay, 现在我要告诉你们 okay, if your friends can only afford 1 box and you need to upgrade to 7 boxes, okay, all you gotta do now is to bring 2 friends, okay. All right. So let's say for example, if you want to earn the kind of money, the strategy now, all right, of a diamond, okay, diamond plan, you come in, same thing, you got 3 over here, okay, you bring your A, you bring your B, all right, as I showed just now. So you have these 3 combined, you got 1035, and then you continue to bring 2 friends. Okay, in there'll be I'll just bring 2 friends. So you'll be earning the diamond, this money over here. Okay, you'll be earning 45,000. But if you, on the other hand, your friends can only afford a silver plan, for example, okay, means 1 box, all right, your so-called amount you can earn is 43 times 2 plus 53 over here. So this is actually your DB amount. If you bring 2 friends, okay, you'll be earning at 53 times 2 at 106, 3 times 4 at 212, 3 times 8, 424, 848, 1696. Okay. Now, so let's say if you can see previous okay, from for talking about the platinum and gold, you add up, it will be at this whole thing here add to this amount over here. All right, and automatically your account will go into diamond, and the company will give you 6 more bottles as well. All right, you can see that. So
Yes,
this,
it's actually more practical if I were to be asked.
yeah. So if you for people who are doing investment, they come in at the lowest level and get other people to come in under them. This is one way they can achieve. Okay. So 好像我告诉你 Vivian 如果一个人说他要做生意，但是他知道他没有这个本钱，因为你想到做这个生意是10万的，在新加坡，你要租那个啦，买那个产品啦，还有请人呢，对不对？那个rental alone 是3个月的，当然没有10万的不用想的。 但是如果你告诉他有多一个机会，OK，他坦白的说，你要做这个生意，你有多少的本钱你要投资？他告诉你什么某某的amount啊，如果是500的、1000的、2000的、3000的，来咯，做我们的生意咯。OK，做生意在500哪里可以做得到的，对不对？但是我们有这个机会，只是找人而已嘛。你找人你是你的客户吗？是your customer correct 的。So I repeat now in English, Danica, when you talk to your friends, like for example, you do any kind of business, okay, even in Philippines or in Singapore, you need investment amount. And in Singapore, it's about 100,000 Singapore dollars. And these people, they want to do a business, but they can't afford it. But if you can ask them, there's another opportunity. If I ask you to invest now, how much money can you invest? If you tell you 500 Singapore dollars, 1,000 Singapore dollars, or 2,000 or 3,000, I will take them in. I will invite them in over here as well. So the moment they come in on a silver plan, if their friends can also do the same thing, okay, you will see that your income will start growing. And once they can upgrade to do a diamond over here, this is what they're going to earn because everyone over here will also upgrade after you. That is the
That's right.
beautiful part about the Reway strategy plan. Okay.
And I just actually can can I speak?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, sure. Actually, I just realized, for example, like me, I'm a Filipino, and then I wanted to avail a package, but then I cannot afford to take the diamond package. I can only take the silver package, right?
Yes.
But you're already a member once you take that silver package. But
Yes.
then inviting some people, undermining two people, and then those two people inviting another two people of each,
Yep.
I can actually be taking the diamond package sooner or later because we don't
Correct.
know all the network of all those people we
Yes.
are inviting. Yeah, that's
Correct.
the. I think that's a technique that we really need for
Actually,
this to pursue. Yeah.
so Danica, you know my actual plan with the Filipinos, okay? Because I'm
Yes, of
starting,
course.
I'm starting your lines over the faster you guys come in, all right? Those who come in after you, even though you don't know them, I'm going to be placing them one by one under your, and you got to bring your two friends too, which is going to place it under them, so you can see that it grows very fast. Correct?
Yes, that's a
Yeah.
network. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Oh, I
So
have to mute it again because it's really fussy here.
OK，
Okay.
so Vivian 你看到哦，计划是有的，但是是要看你怎么样用这个计划。所以呢，如果你真的要看我们怎么样去做这个，最好的我们安排一个时间，因为你在新加坡，我还可以跟你见面，跟你联络，怎么样做？OK，so same thing over here, alright. So we can earn this way as a investable amount, alright. But there are products, so your ROI is 100%. You buy whatever amount, you buy one bottle, two bottle, four bottles, seven bottles, the bottles be given to you. Your ROI is 100% because you're buying a product. Okay, so those because ours is not just MLM, they without product, they are products. Okay, all right. So at the end of it now, okay, we are looking for two business partners. Okay, sharing over here. We know we need opportunity. Yeah? Alone we get very smaller results, but together we can fight as a team, and together we can achieve. OK，我要 start 这个团队，是因为我本身一个人是不可以成功的。我是用我们自己 Reway 的方法，每个人都是要时间、要健康，还要他们自己的金钱，对吗？所以呢，same road, same target, we will all come together and fight as a team. We all want the same thing. We all want to have the time, health, money. OK，so 今晚呢，我就在这里玩每个拜二8点我就开始。OK，如果你有其他的朋友要进来加入我要听多一点，OK，把他们进来了，请进来了。OK，so Danica, same thing every Tuesday night. OK，I will be sharing. If you have any friends you want to bring in, just invite them in. OK，
Yes, sure thing. Actually, I met my client a while back. So I have scheduled a Zoom meeting with you because he wanted to set a Zoom meeting with you as
Okay.
my mentor. So, okay.
You let me
We'll
know,
see you soon, guys. Thank you.
All right. So you got any questions? 你们有什么问题吗？
For now, me, no.
OK，
Nothing.
So,
王小
so,
姐呢？
so Vivian，这个是团体的生意哦，所以不是单身匹马去闯江湖，这个就是你需要帮忙，我会进来；我需要帮忙，才会进来，就是一个团体的活动，觉得孤单，不是自己在有什么问题自己解决，团队的生意，团队的问题，一起团队来解决问题。所以我觉得这个 Danica，sorry， I will explain to you later what I mean。所以这个生意觉得我会孤单，而且因为我还有朋友在我身边可以帮忙，就是生意伙伴，而且这些生意伙伴不是会跟你竞争的，我们是互相帮助，不像
Yeah.
外面的就是用后面藏一刀这样，然后捅一刀，你不知道是后面是谁杀了你。这个生意就是很正宗、很正确，就是很明确，就是我们的方向都是一致的，就是你能做的比我好，我会很高兴。你赚的钱比我多，我更替你高兴，就是我把你带队进一个生意平台。就是带队伙伴进来，我会自己也加油，就是说你的，就是很有即将，还有 motivation， 就是让我们就是有冲力，是好的冲力，不是坏的冲力。
我们是
Well, 是一个 teamwork 了。
Well, anyway, Miss Nita or Mom Nita, I was really privileged to hear all your testimonies, and you are a good speaker.
Oh,
I hope to see you soon.
Thank you, Danica. I hope to have you
Yes, yes.
with our team.
Yeah, but please translate all those statements that you said a while back
Okay.
later.
So basically, I echo on what Simon has mentioned earlier. This is team business. And when you do this business, Danica, you're not alone. We are with you. We are in the same boat paddling to the same destination. So our goal, our direction been aligned. And when there's an issue, we resolve it together as a team. It's a team issue. When you become better than Simon, meaning when I say better than Simon is when your income surpass what Simon is able to earn. Simon will not get jealous. Simon will be the happiest person, and he'll give himself a pat on the shoulder that I picked the right business partner to join the platform, and I picked the right person to be in the team. And then Simon will not be left behind. I can assure you, Danica, he will use you as a positive idol and say, I'm going to surpass her. So this is a very motivation environment. It is not about backstabbing, because a lot of business out there is like, I want to get the business, I stab you, right? But this business, the beautiful part of the business, that you feel you're part of a team, the sense of belonging is very strong. You are not alone. We are all with you.
Yeah.
Describing to Vivian.
Yes, thank you, Ma'am Nita. But anyway, Sir Simon is my mentor, so I think I cannot outsmart. I can maybe outsmart him, but he still be my best mentor.
You can
Yes.
outsmart him. He has to run further to outsmart.
Yes.
So that's the
Yes.
That's the difference.
Yes, I can outsmart Sir. I can outsmart Sir Simon, but still he is my mentor, and I'm looking forward to be speaking with you also, Ma'am Nita,
Sure.
and the rest of the gang.
Selamat po.
Salamat, mabuhay. Okay, have a good night.
Okay. All right.
All
Okay.
right.
Thank you. And see you later.
Salamat. Thank you.
OK，好，谢谢三
我们
班。
再聊。
谢谢
Okay,
妮
good
塔。
night.
Okay.
拜拜。
Everybody have a good night.
Good night.
Good night.